Hello, my beautiful Pisces friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have your forecast for the month of September 2023 right here. We're going to talk about it together. I'm sure you'll have questions, so please feel free to ask in general terms what I'm talking about if you have any confusion. First, I want to make sure that you're aware of my Super Blue Moon special. Um, this is a lunations forecast, and this special is good till the last day of September. Astrologers know that when the moon is growing, that's the time to start new projects. They also know that on the full moon, issues come to a head. So you plan for during the 2 weeks that the moon is growing. Then the moon starts waning and energy starts just kind of getting a little less and a little less until 2 days before the new moon, we are in the dark of the moon. And you don't start any new projects and you don't have the strength or energy half the time. However, right after the dark of the moon, we have a new moon. And that's when everything starts moving forward again. So this particular special, I go through your chart for the next 6 months. I give you all the new moons and the full moons sequentially. I include the eclipses in October because they're on a new moon and a full moon, of course. And you have a detailed picture of when to start, when to pull back, that you use with the regular forecasts that you may have. And when you know when these lunations hit and bring their blessings, you plan accordingly. And this is good for your mundane journeys as well as your spiritual journey. So and I meant to tell you, excuse me, so sorry. If you are interested, go to MaxineTaylor.com and order yours. I'm just ready to do your forecast for you. Okay, let's talk. Well, let's just jump right into it. Look, Jupiter, the greater benefic, blessings. Jupiter is expansion, optimism, joy. It's God's law. It's going retro, okay? It's going retrograde on the 5th. And because it's a slow-moving planet, it's going to stay retrograde much longer than Mercury or Venus. So just be aware of that. And so here's Jupiter in our 3rd house. I say our, meaning, all of us. But in your case, in Pisces, your beautiful Pisces case, it's in your 3rd house of communication. And you're seeing a big picture, which is gorgeous. But because Jupiter is retrograde, you may not be able to express it as fully as you feel comfortable. Do your very best and make notes, because Jupiter blesses your thinking. And when it goes direct, put all those thoughts down and write them in your own book. I encourage everybody to write a book, at least one book. I have 8 books out there on Amazon. I love it. Okay, so that's looking at things, talking about things, and waiting until Jupiter goes direct to launch. What I would suggest you do is just watch my forecasts for the next few months, and I'll tell you when Jupiter goes direct. Okay, now Venus, the pink planet. Venus is the lesser benefic, which tickles me all the time. Less good. Venus is beauty. It's love. It's music. It's money also. It's everything that is just lovely. It's in your 6th house of work, health, and service. And what this means is you love your job and you love being of service to people. So make sure that you share your talents, give your talents to people who love you and appreciate you. Because if somebody wants you to do something for them, you will feel loved, and you want to make sure that your colleagues, your subordinates, everybody comes from a loving space, because that heals. This is the sixth house of health, and that heals us. I always say, when I'm happy, I'm healthy. When I'm not happy, I'm not healthy. It is cause and effect. Okay. Now, look over here. Mercury is retrograde. You know, it goes retrograde 3 times a year. Well, it's been retrograde and it's going direct on September 15th. It's in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. And you can talk until you blue in the face, but you're not getting through to that other person, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a group of people, whether it's the public. You're not getting through to them. Don't you worry. When Mercury goes direct on the 15th, you will be articulate and self-expressive, and people will hear what you're saying. Now, the sun is also in that 7th house. So I'm thinking, if you are available as a partner, whether a business partner or a romantic partner, the sun is helping you. And so you may find that you're in touch with lots of people, but on a retrograde Mercury, you don't want to start a long-term relationship. Wait until after Mercury goes direct, if you can. On September 15th, it goes direct. And then reach out and make contact if they haven't done so first. But you're all about other people, which I think is beautiful. Now, on the 23rd, the sun moves into your 8th house of other people's money, other people's values. It's the 8th house of transformation, transmutation. It's a symbolic death and rebirth of your ego and of your passions, whether rage or sexual. And so Mars is not retrograde. The sun never goes retrograde. On the 23rd of the month, the sun moves into your 8th house, and you will undergo a change, which can be marvelous, because you're seeing yourself differently. This is the ego. You're seeing yourself differently. And with Mars in the 8th, Mars co-rules the 8th in the natural zodiac. And wherever the sun is, that's the center of our life when it's in the 8th house. And wherever Mars is, that's what's number 1 in our life. So both the sun and Mars are saying, look at who you've put first. Look at what issues are number 1 to you. Now, helping other people financially is a mundane but wonderful way of using this Sun Mars in the 8th house. The 8th house is transformation. Just ask Spirit what you would like to transform in your life, and get ready, because with the sun and Mars in the 8th house, there can be some fabulous major changes. Okay, well, the new moon is on September 14th. I know I had glasses here someplace. There they are. You know, I can't read my own handwriting. Oh, this is so much better. The new moon is in 22 Virgo. Look for 22 Virgo in your birth chart, and you'll get the full picture. It goes, we have the new moon on the 14th, which is the day before Mercury goes direct. So you can see that there's all kind of partnership activity and activity with the public. How great. Or a spouse. A spouse. 2 weeks later, we've got a full moon. And that's when things come to a head. It's September 29th, and it's in 6 degrees of Aries. It's in your second house of money. And so your finances can come to a head. Plan now for your own finances. Okay? With the Sun and Mars in the 8th house of other people's money, this full moon should be the time when you create your own wealth, your own income. I can't tell you how much money that is because the chart doesn't indicate that, but go for it. So, this is your forecast. Have a wonderful September. Join me in October when we talk about the new and full moons then, which will be eclipses. Oh, it's going to be great. It's just going to be great. So, till hopefully next month, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.